Hi guys, this is Trevor from Emerald City Guitars in Seattle, Washington. Today we're going to talk about a 1946 Gibson LG-2 acoustic. This is a really cool X-braced LG-2 sunburst finish. It's got a really nice spruce top. At this period they did Adirondack, they did Sitka, and they even did white spruce, which was indigenous to the Kalamazoo area. So growing up, my dad kept one guitar at the house mainly, and it was an old Southern Jumbo, 1948. So my ears are kind of calibrated into hearing this low end that Gibsons are known for having, and I love it, man. They're a little bit more tempestuous guitars. They're not that perfect Martin sound. They're a little moody. So these little guitars, even in the smaller body, that still translates. You have the cool low end. They're a little bit more intimate sound, which to me makes for just a great grab and go, sit back on the couch, great songwriter, vocals soar over it. It's not gonna take over the sound like a big dreadnought. They're just really, really, really sweet little guitars. Keep in mind the World War II was 39 to 45. A lot of the builders at that time had gone to war. The factory was kind of taken over by women at that time who made amazing guitars. This is right after that, where the guys came back, and a lot of people say they were more skillfully built, which is debatable. I think some of the best guitars were made during the wartime when the gals of Kalamazoo took over. This, however, is a great example of right after that period. So you lose the only Gibson is good enough headstock little banner logo, and it's still the golden silk screen, but simplified. So in 1946, they had the 1 3/4 nut width, which a lot of people agree that's the way to go. Earlier models and later models had a narrower nut width, which you kind of get cramped up playing down here, personally. I have medium-sized hands, and this feels really good, and I think most people would agree with that. So this guitar has the original tuners, mahogany back and sides, and spruce top. The saddle's been replaced. It's had a refret, which is pretty typical. This day and age, it's like changing tires on a car. Brazilian board. Original pickguard. Yeah, this thing is killer. It's a really great piece of history, Gibson history, American guitar history. Again, that is right after, it's post-war, but man, they're built beautifully. Gibson came back from the war ready to build some awesome guitars. They were doing so during the war. They even made toys, they just tried all sorts of stuff. But I think around 46, post-war, they came back, they got back to business. I feel like they're a little bit more consistent. During wartime, they had mystery tops. They lost truss rods, things like that they had to use for war materials. It's just a really, really sweet era for Gibson guitars all across the board. Neck angle's great, no top or back cracks, beautiful sunburst finish, original pickguard, great piece of history, and a really usable guitar. So there you have it. Just a straight up great example of a 1946 Gibson LG-2. Let's go see how it sounds. I play lefty, so I gotta flip this thing upside down, in case you're wondering what the heck I'm doing. Let's do some fingerstyle first. Here that low end still holds up, even with the small body, which is a major factor about why these are so cool. All right, we're gonna try with a pick. All right, that's a 1946 Gibson LG-2.